Welcome to another session of Endless Legend. I'm Matt, and this is my Endless Legend playthrough on Endless with the Kapaku. I finally said the name right. We're about to pop out an... Oh, I realized what happened. We're about to pop up an extra settler in the city. And unfortunately, it doesn't look like I'm easily going to get the settler to coincide with the two-turn rule here. Ideally, you want your growth to happen the exact same turn you start a settler, so that you don't waste growth. Like, the point is, if you have like halfway there till the growth, and then you start a settler, your production will be blocked for ages. So you won't benefit from the half food production for ages until the settler gets produced. So if you just finish, you have no food stored up, so you're not wasting any food. It's not just sitting there doing nothing, basically. That's a bit of a quick explanation, but it's basically the case. Now, the reason I didn't go for the first tier luxury extractors here is because the luxuries we picked up in the starting regions are, in a word, complete garbage. Like emeralds, emeralds are worthless almost. They give you like 5 bonus happiness and fortification bonuses, but at the point in the game where you want extra fortification, you're probably already screwed. It's unfortunately the case. So, yeah, the defensive mechanisms are not very very good in this. It's not great in this game, actually. Oh, actually, neat our Golem District exploits 2 sea tiles and 3 river tiles. So during summer, we're going to get some nice dust bonus production from that. Something we want to queue up, I guess. I think we want to go for more food now because our production seems to be not suffering at all. We can actually put some in dust, but we basically want to go for more food. Once you're not getting that much of an industry because we don't have that much to produce, put it into food so we can increase our population more. Unlike in Endless Space, where industry rules above all, food and industry are closely important in this game in terms of economic production or economic growth. Mostly because food is easily translatable into other resources. Other resources of your choice being the important part there. The more control you have over something, generally the better it is in the strategy game. And because you can control what food does, what your food does for you, basically, in this game, because of the worker system, you really get a lot of extra mileage out of food that you wouldn't otherwise get in Endless Space. That's kind of my rationale for believing why I prefer food in the one game and not in the other. And I think that's basically probably a good explanation. I just put it here so we can, once we get this nice location, because of the anomaly, at some point we'll have volcanic terrain there already. We don't have that much to do with our army at this point, so we might as well just pick up some pearls, look for locations to put a Golem District. Yeah. Now is the point of the game where we really have to think about military. It looks like we're going to be fine just skipping ahead to tier 3 instead of getting these alchemical alloys. But in another game, where I felt under pressure, I want to be producing a lot more units way sooner and getting these. I've also delayed our faction quest because getting 5 stone sentinels is not trivial, and we put our production back by quite a lot. And I'd rather pick up these things. But at this point, we can start thinking about stone sentinels. I probably want to get stone sentinels once I get tier 3 only, so I can at least give them tier 3 gear. And in this game, gear matters so much. Like, it's like weapon upgrades in Endless Space 2, basically. A high gear army will completely massacre a low gear army. And there's relatively little in between there. Like, if you have, like, say, mithrite weapons on your units facing a unit with tier 1 weapons, it's going to be the most one-sided bloodbath ever. Like, it really can't really overstate how crucial gear is. This. Oh, damn it, I actually put them in food by accident. Wait. I kept them in food by accident. Never mind. Yeah, that's fine. Picking extra dust because we're short on that at the moment. And here's another... Is that a temp? No, it's an unspoiled ruins. Oh wait, that's good. It looks like there's not a great location here to put our... Actually, we might want to put it here. It will be really vulnerable, but we'll also be able to exploit the sea, which is nice. Exploiting the sea is kind of neat because we can get more dust production. It's worth thinking about. We can spend some of our glass steel. Something we're producing, unlike these resources. It's not a bad location. Although it's not great on the other hand. Maybe if we put it over there, it'll be better. Yeah. Well, it is kind of great, actually. Let's just drop one here. Especially since it's next to a ruin. We get extra science as well. Probably a decent location for a Burrow Street in the future. Again, you really do want to plan ahead for the Kapaku. Very planning sort of... another word. A planning sort of faction there. Got it. Straight from the horse's mouth. I may have the horse in that saying. I'm not sure. I'll just roll with it. Yeah, I think volcano formers can be disabled by enemy on this. What's kind of a very nice BM trick and a good thing to do when you're starting to invade a city, because your one volcano form is there anyways, is that you volcano form an enemy's region, and if you do that, are they attacking it? I'm not sure what that is. That you volcano form a region that your enemy has colonized, thereby severely reducing their ability to gain food from those locations. Obviously, if they have army control of those regions, they can stop you. But if you're encroaching on their territory, that's a way that you can sort of damage them economically without capturing their cities. Not a must, but quite nice. It turns out our science is strong enough. We don't have to rush these alchemy workshops. Makes me sort of think that I overvalued these, and I probably want to, in future games, value public granary a lot more. Although we had a pretty nice science start. Especially once we pick up this. It's very strong. Since we're not interacting with other empires, we do, I think, want to pick up... okay. We do want to pick up a few more regions. Hopefully we can out-micro this. We can outplay these assholes. Oh god. Demons are just so good. They are called demons, by the way. I'm not being mean. Let's rock! Again, it's way better for a hero moves a bunch of tiles. And here, cleverly, I managed to split our units. That was smart of me, for once. I managed to split our units, preventing them from taking extra chain lightning damage from these units. Now we're going on the forest tile. Oh no, it's attacking the hero. So as you can see, these stone sentinels are really very tanky. And our hero can die, it's not the end of the world. Don't get me wrong. Our hero can die in this fight because it will revive at the end of the turn. We'll lose a lot of hit points, but it will probably regenerate those hit points before the next important engagement happens. Stone Sentinel is extremely tanky. A neat unit to have for its just capacity to take a lot of beats. Spice is nice and will suffice. We really want to use 8 of this valuable resource. I guess I'm fine with that. Whoa, that was a lot of lag. Are these locations better than the other location we picked up? This is probably yes, but at the same time, are they actually better? A little bit. I guess we'll just save this volcano former for later. Bounce our army back to a more central location. Firstly, we want to get them onto volcanic terrain so they regenerate faster. It's a Kapaku thing, by the way. Volcanic terrain is good. The winter is still... Oh no. Yeah, the winter's still going. Kind of annoying. We really want these dust fluctuations to happen sooner. Unfortunately, we're knocked down to happy because of our stupid burrows. But we're still on a fervent overall. I guess as soon as we get the next tier, we want to pick up this bread and circuses to reduce our expansion disapproval. And we can also pick up a skill here. And I hope we can build up a bit of dust so we can get another hero soon. Ugh. This city location is so annoying. Because to get extra burrows, we have to hamstring ourselves a bit. Actually, I might want to start building stone sentinels here, but in 2 turns only. Just because we can complete our quest, we can get army units. Because we really do need army units approaching turn 50 at the latest. Yeah, as you can see, like this faction is very nice. Very consistent economically, and I'll show you later, but the Golem Riders really makes this faction very powerful militarily as well. Which is always nice, you know. It's nice when you can do both. It's really important to be able to do both in this game. In Endless Space 2, you can get away with not being a military powerhouse if you play well enough. Well, if you play the diplomatic game well enough. I don't insult anyone. But if you play your diplomatic game is on point, you can mostly avoid conflict in that game. Unless you spawn next to the Cravers, in which case you like cry or something. I don't know. It's never happened to me. I don't know why I'd bring it up. But yeah. Okay, this location I guess we kind of want our army actually to run up there. Just deal with that irritating army there. Hopefully they don't attack our golem camp, that'll be a disaster. But it's just too late now, I have to build it. Oh yes, we got some nice resources now. Resources near our cities. We got palladium and adamantium, and titan bones. Titan bones are great. Okay, got that. We're about to pick up Golem District. Now, the first order of business, we really want to pick up these. And I think we also want to get this because we have Titan Bone exploitation in our city there. We can also pick up Titan Bones here and Titan Bones there. So Titan Bones are really going to be nice for us. As soon as we found the city, actually, we can just get some Titan Bones, which is great. Titan Bones give you bonus industry, 50% industry, in addition to a happiness boost, which is huge. Like, I don't even understand how they thought this was balanced, but like, Titan Bones are great. We want to pick this up, definitely. We want to pick this up so we can get the strategics faster. And we want to pick this up so our happiness goes up. And then afterwards, we're going to pick up these alloys, and that will let us, in addition to the magma hydraulics, and probably this, probably something with science as well. That's sort of the wish list. I'm not sure what order we should do them in though. The happiness thing is something we only need in a couple of turns when our settler lands here. So I guess we're going to go reaping station and then bread and circus, I think. I think that's the good order, because we want the Titan Bones as soon as possible. We also want to get the happiness back on track. Probably then we're going to go for smelting station, and I guess going for weapons, because I've been too far. I'm too far into the game to not have a standing army. This is really something you need in this game. Military is sadly not optional, or irritatingly. Alright, let's edit this design. We want to build these for the quest. Now we get Range Slayer or Infantry Slayer. The question is, who are we close to? We know we're close to these assets, and they have basic ranged units. Now I don't know which empire this is, but in general it looks like Range Slayer is going to be a little bit more useful to us than Infantry Slayer. We can always change it. This axe looks pretty neat. Get some bonus armor. And most importantly, pick up this improved movement. We can also think about picking up this item, because the sharp sense upgrade gives you bonus defense against range attacks, which is going to be great if we're going to spec this unit to be anti-range anyways. So Stone Sentinels will be anti-range tanks, which I'm fine with. Now, on our main system, city, oh god, in this legend, why are you not in this space? We can think about picking up Stone Sentinels. It's not a bad idea, actually. The problem is it gimps our food production a little bit. Yeah. I guess we can pick up one, and if the winter isn't done by then, we'll just get another. And it looks like we already have one trade route. Nice. I want to get the second trade route as soon as we can here. As soon as we pick up the Stone Sentinel, we can send it to deal with this army. And as soon as we get Reaping Station, we just plump our citizen. We put our settler down here. Immediately start exploiting it from our city tile. Then we pick up. Where's the other one? Here's the Titan Bones. We pick it up over here, and then we have 2 Titan Bones per turn, and that should eventually let us get this very relevant industry bonus, which will be extra relevant because of the fact that we're building armies at the moment. Go and collect these tools in some way. I forgot to. Oh, what are you doing? Go that way. I forgot to get this vote on these things. Oh, that's an irritating bonus for us. Actually, we just started, so we can pray. We can pray here. I kind of want this bonus to be in effect. I don't want to lose out on our luck strategics, because we're so dependent on strategics. So I kind of want to pray and make that one happen. Praying is where you spend pills to make a different effect happen in the winter. I'm only doing this because this is so crippling for us. Losing strategic resources over the winter is awful, and I hate it. We can pick up this. This is good if you have lots of Seagull Lakes. I really like picking this up with the Morgwa, the sea faction. But we don't really have to. Building stockpiles is neat, and it's something we could spend our pills on, but I don't have that many pills. This Chapel of Auriga is not terrible. I kind of almost want to save our pills for these final tier ones, though. I don't know. This is... I'm not even sure what to spend pills on. I haven't had the pill expansion long enough to know for sure, which is good. Trade with bonuses, but or more dust. Getting 9 dust a turn is not bad. Yeah. 9 dust plus, because there's an anomaly here, so we're getting a ton of dust from that. And also some extra dust from this. And I think our dust crisis is finally over. Yes. Perfect. I really like the Kapaku music. Remember's awesome. I really like the music in general in the series. It's great. Probably going to pick up Alchemy Workshops now that we have good production in the city. Look! Once you get this Golem camp, your production just skyrockets. It's ridiculous. Actually, we want Dust Filtration first, so we can benefit from all these sea tiles. And I guess we want Dust Filtration here as a Dust Dryad. Yeah, we can just pick those both up here. I don't want to... yeah, good. Excellent, now we can prioritize production again. Or food. Yeah, both. Yeah, I might as well upgrade our Golem Riders in the absence. So Golem Riders can be tech to be better against cavalry or have these claws. The advantage of claws is bonus damage. Sweep Strike Back is less important because of how likely your cavalry has decent initiative, and having high initiative on the cavalry is actually quite important. I almost want to pick the Long Spear, to be honest. Well, I guess the damage is sort of worth it. When we get better weapons, we can pick and choose a bit more. I guess I'll I don't actually have to get the movement speed. We have to keep up. We have to keep up with our stone sentinels anyway. We don't want to. We want to have units which are way faster than other units. You know, that'd be kind of awkward. Golem riders are strong anyway, so not a big deal. Geomic Labs. Go forth, brave settler, and settle bravely. Weeping Station in 2 turns, then we can get this bread and circuses. Nice reference to the Romans there. Keep them people happy with the bread. Oh, look at how much influence we're producing. That decision, I think, to prioritize influence with this hero is sort of really paying off. I'm probably even going to get the 3rd tier of Impassioned Preacher. It's so good. Especially since we're producing a ton of food in this area. Really, that public granary is kind of the bomb. Okay. These are even better city tiles. But starting here is nice, not because of the dust, but because of the Titan bones. Now we just get to start with Mill Foundry as usual. These people are unhappy AF. We get sewer streets right away, I guess, and then the central market. How much does an extra hero cost? 500. That's still a while away. Then probably we might as well rush the Mill Foundry. We have good dust production in Empire. Finally. I should say. I almost feel like we don't have to rush anything here. Yeah, we can just put it in dust. We're not gonna... We can put them in science instead, but I think our science is doing... Well, is it actually doing okay? I do wanna get a decent amount of dust production because I want a hero soon, but at the same time, I think science is probably a bit more valuable actually. Yeah, let's do it like that. Let's just pick up these pearls, move further up. We'll form up with this extra stone sentinel. Make sure to patrol our borders. Now once we've claimed this territory, we'll have a nice sort of chunk of land down here. Okay, Empire plan in 6 turns. We have a metric ton of influence. I'm pretty sure they measure influence in tons, by the way. Sounds real scientific. To me, at least. Advanced Alchemy Labs is good, but we don't have enough titanium to fund it because I've been spending our titanium so liberally. And sadly, we don't have titanium in our Empire in general, actually. Actually, this new region has a lot of titanium and glass deals. That's very good. It's nice for us. I'm going to actually prioritize those over the central market. Sadly, we didn't pick up strategics in these regions that quickly. It's not the worst thing ever, but I almost want to get Geomic Labs sooner because I'm sure I have a lot of science and never mind. But I think I'm actually getting more from Geomic Labs. No, the percentage bonus is probably outweighing that. Geomic Labs is quite good on the Kapaku, actually. By the way, you can just pack up this Golem camp if you feel like it for some reason. I'm just saying, it is an option. It is an option. I almost want to rush our Titan Burns faster. That's how much I value that garbage. That wonderful, wonderful Titan Burn garbage. It's basically Dinosaur Burns, though, hey? Yeah, basically dinosaurs. Huge dinosaurs. Okay, now we've picked up a better army unit to join our army and be better. If anyone's played God of War, you will know all about be better. I'm really looking forward to this Adamantium Distractor. It's really important for us, so we can finally get good weapons, mostly. Ooh. Adamantium and Palladium, actually. We're going to have to balance our army units, that way that they take from both of these resources more or less equally. And we're getting another level. And now, again, I sort of want to pick this up again. Just get the most value out of our population. And then really... the sea monster is out there, which is great because... No, it's not. We don't really care. As long as we keep gaining population on this city, we're going to keep benefiting from this hero's insane population improvement perk. Now, this is not bad, but we have to have some palladium to make use of it. Dust refining is neat, though. We'll pick up that next on the tier. Actually, once we have these, we can start... I guess the alloys are going to be more important than the armor. At that point, we do want to pick up statistical methods first, is my big question. Our science is very strong. So I think we can afford to delay this. Maybe, maybe not. Then we pick this up, then we go for this. At that point we'll have like almost all of the researchers for this tier. We can get a dust repository, or we can get bonus food. And given how much I value food now, I almost want the food. I'm planning too far ahead. Let's get rid of all of this. Let's just get the smelting station first. And then maybe... careful. Now we're close to them. We can't really afford to skimp on weapons any longer. We're just going to get those upgrades as fast as we can. What I'll be doing is quite risky. Like, not getting weapons sooner, rather than... It's definitely something that you can be punished for. I think I want to just make the stone sentinels for the quest on this area. The sooner we get the quest done, the sooner we can complete the rest of the steps of the quest. Or the faction quest, or whatever. I don't know what to call it. And those include... those include some fights that are coming up. And... yeah, then we can just fight some faction... We can just fight some quest armies in our region. Put our army to good use. Yeah, definitely want to colonize here, I think. Maybe even go... maybe just put a city here. As they originally... okay. Whoop. What happens when an unstoppable force meets an immovable? This should be easy. Did she gain any level? No, certainly not. Okay, let's just pick that up. We get 2 stone sentinels here because building extra burrows is starting to disadvantage us on this location. I almost want to move her to the new region. Because, well, I will at some point, I think, because this region does not have a bright future. I'm so sorry, but it sucks. Now, siege storage is definitely something I want to pick up here. Oh, we have a river tower. That's wonderful. Yeah, that's nice. You get all the good upgrades in this section. Except even public granary. And then after that, we just pick up a golem camp. Over here. Yeah, once we have our dust and food production online, there's a really nice region. Giving us a really nice resource every turn. Oh, +2? What? Oh, never mind. I think we've already built the extractor. No, we haven't even already built the extractor. Oh my god, we're gonna get so many Titan bones! I'm ready to grind some dinosaur bones into whatever the hell makes industry so powerful. Industry. Avras is the spur of industry. If you know that quote, you're a nerd. Anyway, you can pick this up, or pick this up for more science. More dust. I'm feeling dust at the moment. Once we have enough industry production where we don't actually benefit that much from picking up things a bit faster, it's important to move your workers around into food or whatever you need them to be in. Obviously, you always prioritize industry during wartime. And I just want to kind of rush these out so I can complete this quest faster. Stupid quest. Industry. Industry, glorious industry. I don't know why I volcano formed this region. That was weird of me. Eh. I really should have planned ahead a bit more carefully here. Yeah, it looks like my borough streets are not doing that much in that location. Yeah, we're going to go into science a bit in these locations, mostly because never mind, Stone Settlement was faster here. Mostly because I didn't prepare myself adequately. And getting these borough streets is kind of it's nice, but it's a bit counterproductive. Okay, I'm just going to get that borough street for the extra dust income. Now we can send our army back here and adequately volcano form that region. Sadly, our strategics are a bit taxed. Yeah, it seems like we're not going to be expanding as much as I'd want to because volcano formers are something we're choked on a bit at the moment. By choked, I just mean we don't have that much. Yeah, like that. And also, happiness is something we can't guarantee for our citizens. Rough! Life is rough! Hey, despite getting the stupid bread and circuses, I'm still not happy. Ugh! Bread and circus, you suck. You suck. Shouldn't have picked me up. Anyway. Once we get the Titan burns, that'll push us over the edge, though. Oh my god. I just realized that I said that we're a bit choked on volcano formers, but I still had 2 saved up. Totally fine. Good. Okay, in a couple of turns we can pick up another hero. I probably want to just have Adam this year. Give me some nice bonuses in the long run on our high population cities. It's probably one of these. This is probably going to be a high population city in the long run. Public granary is the shizzles. I immediately regret saying that. It is pretty good though. Palladium. Palladian. Never mind. Paladin. I'm going to pull it here for the extra science. And it's rock. Moving up. Now I kind of want to move all of these over because of the paladin. The Palladian. It reminds me of paladins, like Warcraft 3 or something. Alright, let's drop it where it's hot. Drop it like it's hot. It's so appropriate for the the Kapaku. It's almost funny, like that's pretty funny actually. But like, yeah. So that's good. We can even cheat out public. No, we can't cheat out the public grading. We can cheat out the dust dredger. And how much turn we'll get a turn for that? Like 6. Empire Min is actually still giving us more. Damn it! These hyper conditional upgrades, they still don't do more than like the basic ones. Right. Borough Streets here, Adamantian. Yeah, I said it right this time, by the way. All the people keeping track in the comments. I did say right. Alright, and now we can think about... building cost reduction is still quite neat. Happiness on cities would be neat if we could afford it. We can cut down the building cost reduction to make our cities uber happy, but it looks like that's not going to be a problem in the next bit. I feel like getting extra dust is something I want to think about, and also maybe getting production reduction on units. If we get more influence, we can do even more ambitious empire plans, but we've leaned quite a bit on our hero here to generate the necessary influence for us. Probably going to get all the way up there eventually. I mean, I was like, we've been leaning on him, and we're going to keep doing that. For as long as it takes. There. So we can expand down here like this. We probably want to put another volcano former like here at some point. 10. Yeah. Titanium is way less valuable than adamantium, whatever. I don't know. Whatever the hell it's called. Screw this. Okay, this place seems like it's doing well. We're gonna rush on the public grading. Actually, we can pick up a hero actually. And it took. Oh no! Somebody snatched that guy. Well, that was mean. These heroes are also not bad. They improve your industry quite a lot and improve your food. Both valuable things. Especially if you have forests. But unfortunately, we set the forest on fire. That was way more aggressive. But we did set the forest on fire there. Because we're all about that volcanic land. Okay, let's just drop this. Yeah, it's getting increasingly hard for us to volcano form areas. Understandably. Sweet. Just want to make sure we produce enough food so that we can actually get populations in the city. We can expand, but it's just going to cost us some happiness in this place. I can't keep everyone happy though. Sooner or later something's going to give. Or gotta give. I don't know, whatever. 263. I'm actually pretty happy. I'm really happy with our progress. Okay. That's nice. We can actually get a decent amount of approval boost with this hero. Meaning that this hero can really... Okay, we've completed this quest. We have enough golems, and we've picked up the Shaman's Inside, meaning our golems cost us less upkeep, meaning that we get lots more dust. So we have to search these rays of light and to figure out what this endless character is all about. I'm not going to really explain the story. It's a bit spoilery and it sort of derails the gameplay a bit. We're going to search these ruins of our army. So we have a standing army now. It's not super impressive, but we have an army. So I feel a bit slightly more safe. That was a lot of retrenches. Diplomacy by other means is actually a cool reference to was it some German like statesman who was like war is just diplomacy by other means. I know it's a cool reference, but that's about I forgot who is a cool reference of. Alright, let's go down there. Either that or like the saying is just so common in the language that like they just randomly picked it up. I'm just gonna place boroughs here and here. That should level up this district, and then it should level up our main city once we place a borough there. Once we complete the triangle, it's gonna feel great. In the meantime, we're gonna feel a bit silly for randomly having people be unhappy. We're just gonna dump it to science because I guess we could dump it to dust, but whatever. Now we can pick up a new hero. Bonus science on this hero. This hero is very good for industry, in particular with all of these upgrades, and a bit of dust. I don't think industry is something we're going to suffer on, or struggle with. I kind of almost feel like I want to pick up a science hero or a trading hero, which is kind of indirectly a science hero. Yeah, I want to make sure my science doesn't fall too far behind. I can always pick up another kind of hero later if I need more industry. I'll pick up an industry hero if I need to colonize this region. I don't have any. If I want to colonize this region, I don't have any buildings there, you know, because I killed everyone. I kid, but I did actually kill everyone. I'm just cold ass. Oh, cod ass. Cold-hearted. I don't know. That just came out completely wrong. Alright. Volcano formed in this region very nicely, building another borough street. Yeah, I think, yeah. As you might have seen, if you've ever watched SP's playthroughs, he emphasizes building these triangles, because once you have the triangle complete, you will have the most level 2 districts, based on the district having needing 4 districts next to it. There are important exceptions though, like here we can't really triangle, we just need too many resources, unfortunately. Fortunately, we have this hero here who's really compensating for that by improving our happiness, despite having to do this really awkward thing. This is not great, but yeah. Alright. We're really picking up these ornaments, meaning that we can build powerful troops if we need them. No, never mind, those are warships. I thought like, oh dear. Okay, we should just be able to crush this up in auto. Yeah. So we searched that one ruin. Yeah, now we search this ruin. Golem camp is the next thing on the agenda, I think, yeah. Once we have the golem camp, we just go for all the sciencey stuff, I think. And probably right away. Yeah, this area could use a bit of... We have enough dust that we can start buying things out, I think. Just the extra science right away is just worth it. And we don't need many more heroes in the near future. We'll probably reach the point where we want to stop expanding, I think. Maybe we just want to pick up this one city just to link all our regions, but we're gonna need some. Speaking of the devil, we're gonna need some luxury resources to really boost our happiness and/or extra influence to go like this. Go like this. This is a good influence producer. It's much better than this. And it's something we want, I think. National Museum. Yeah, and he has dinosaur bones. Oh yes, which is good because we have dinosaur bones. Flavor win. I should be activating this a turn earlier, by the way. Yeah, this is good. I think we must want it relatively soon. Magma hydraulics is very nice for particularly exactly one city on our empire, which will get a nice bonus from that. So I guess I almost want that a bit sooner. We get a very significant bonus. But again, National Museum is something we can build on all of our cities, potentially. Well, not really, we don't have a production of these things, to be honest. We want to dial that back, get something we can get on all of our cities, because we have more glass steel. No, we do have more glass steel production, yeah, we do. Or, actually, I love magma hydraulics. Even though I love dust production as well. This decision is tough. Let's go like this. So, I think we're just going to quickly search that ruin and then we'll call it a day. As you can see, we're like solidly far behind, like really far behind the other factions. And at some point, I think we do want to wage war once we've built up powerful standing armies and can reinforce them. Because that's a good way to avoid falling too far behind. What tends to happen towards the end of the game, like all the strong empires munch all of the smaller empires, and munch is the appropriate word, that chew them up. And then you're suddenly facing empires which have huge territories because they've just charred everyone nearby them. We have fervent despite these extra tiles. I almost wonder if it's sort of worth it to get these 0 things just so we can level some of them. Ugh. It's kind of disgusting though. It's just deeply morally offensive. No, we're just happy here actually, we're not even fervent. Might as well continue the ugly sausage. Whatever the hell this is. Put more people to science, to be honest. This region is just suffering from not being good. We'll get some golem riders, actually. Might as well produce army units of this region if we're not getting other things that are valuable. Now, this region, we're getting a trade route, I think. Yeah, we're getting trade routes in all of our regions. That's nice. We can continue building outdoor borough streets. Probably not a bad idea. Yeah, we're gonna build lots of triangles, basically. In this area, we're still setting up. But no, what is set up? Now, we can also think about... when we colonize this region, do we want this? I think we wanted this area, so we can do this nice... We can collect these nice resources. Or even this area. But we might want to just place it right here so we can get the hydraulic bonuses. That is definitely something to consider for the next episode. Now we can pick up the final one here. Oh, magma hydraulics is going to be so good on this area. I almost want to just go back and pick that up first. Ugh, I cannot decide! Okay, that's fine. And once we picked up the Burrow Street, this region will be quite strong. I think I'm going to put production back into workers. Is this a level 2? Yeah, it's a level 2 Alto Vorga, I think. Yeah, that's nice. It looks really cool too. Once we pick up, I think we can just put more production to food, so that we really strengthen our armies. I mean, sorry, our workers. Because we're playing sort of the economic game for now, we really do want a lot of food population. And we really don't want to think about science, because science is probably the easiest way to win. Outside of just... I mean, easiest way to win, I guess, internally, in the sense that you don't have to actually engage with other factions. So... We have to... Oh, we have to get this region. Ugh, good lord. Once we get it, we get this nice academy. That's nice. We can't engage these forces yet, but I want to clean this area out. Especially since we have Stone Sentinels Mark II, which are more range slayers. I don't fear these enemies. And we have to clean up this area at some point, I think. I forgot what quest these people had. It might have been something good, and I might have ignored it. Or I might not even have a quest for them, actually. Well, that's something to do in the next episode. So, thanks again for joining me. I had a lot of fun with this episode. And we have to think next time, you know, what are we going to do? We've built up this powerful economic base in 66 turns, but how are we going to set ourselves up to win the game? Again, I'm less experienced in this game than Endless Space 2, so I don't have a clear strategy. I suspect that I want to, at some point, cross the sea and start capturing regions of other players, because yeah, building extra towns is not like it's bad or anything, but the more you take away from other players, the larger your overall empire will be at the end. So that's definitely a consideration. I just fear that just normally building up our economy will not be enough for the long term. But who knows? While we're at it, we should find a way to boost our happiness again. So unfortunately, we don't get happiness boosters until the 3rd tier, so we might be sort of sticking to these regions until we can find a way to get more luxuries, which we can't actually in these regions. We might just stick with these 3 areas. I mean, that's another big reason to try and expand, is because the luxuries in this area are not super good. I can go for this area to get less luxury, but or this area to pick up that luxury, but both of those areas are kind of lackluster. So I'm tempted to try and cross the sea with my superior, so claim, military armies in terms of the Golem Riders. And at that point, we definitely want to think about upgrading them with these beautiful weapon types. Something I've sort of neglected so far in the game, but having armies is important, and it's something we will definitely think about in the coming turns. So I hope you had fun watching, and I hope you enjoyed, and hope you consider subscribing. Thanks again for joining me, and look forward to the next session of Endless Legend.